Welcome back, True Seeker. Monday Night Football, October 22nd, 2018, the final game of Week 7. The New York Giants at the Atlanta Falcons. The line in the over-under has shrunk as the week gone on. Prior to the game, Atlanta's a 4-point favorite. The over-under's at 52.5. Right there at 53, it's the Falcons' 53rd season. They're hosting Super Bowl 53. Eli Manning and Gematria 53. Just want to show you earlier in the week, at the beginning of the week, this is what it was. Atlanta was a 5.5-point favorite, and the over-under at 54.5. So those things move depending on how people are betting. Gematria of 7 in Week 7. Something that pops out is 7 has this Gematria 25. With the Giants upset, both teams would be 2-5. The Giants would become 2-2 away on the 22nd. It's a possibility. Something else that stands out, MNF 33 is always a big number. We saw the Aaron Rodgers ritual last week, a 33-point win. But this week, ATL, the abbreviation for Atlanta's 33. Atlanta's on the 33rd parallel. New York's also 33. With regards to the 44 in Week 7, Georgia equals 44, always a big number at their franchise. Eli Manning with a loss would become 4-4 against the Falcons all time. I should also note that with the Giants loss, they'd become 1-6, which is a lot like 16. 16 has that gematria of 33. 53, the number 53, as in the year of Super Bowl 53, where the Falcons are hosting in their 53rd season, 53 is the 16th prime number. Eli Manning, 53. So I went back and took the time to figure out the all-time Monday Night Football records for both teams. Just in case you're not aware of this, this website used to keep up to date until the first week of 2016. And I honestly think that they stopped keeping track of this Wikipedia-related website because we were using this to accurately predict pretty much what was happening for every primetime football game. Anyhow, the Giants, what you have to do is you have to look at that website, which is current through the very beginning of 2016, and then add up all the Monday Night Football games since. So the Giants' current Monday Night Football record is 22, 37, and 1. And I'm seeing something in that number that I didn't see before. Giants has this gematria of 38. Falcons has this gematria of 38. With a Giants loss, they would stay at 22 wins on the 22nd. They would pick up their 38th loss against the Falcons for Monday Night Football. It's going to be their 61st game all time. The Falcons on Monday Night Football are currently 15-27. They're on a 3-game winning streak on Monday Night Football. This is going to be their 43rd game all time. Football 43. Football, or 43, the 14th prime number, 61, the 18th prime. So it's prime numbers for both. The date numerology for today's game, 70, and today leaves 70 days left in the year. So 70 is a big number on this game. Look at Falcons with the alphabetic order 70. Look at Giants, 70. Giants and Falcons got perfect overlap in 3 of the 4 ciphers. You see that? Eli Manning could potentially become 11-9 on Monday Night Football against the Falcons. Tight narrative here. We got the 43 date numerology for the Falcons' 43rd game on Monday Night Football. Football has the gematria of 43. So this is going to be the 24th regular season game between the two teams. The Falcons lead 12-11. In the playoffs, Giants are 1-0. I'm going to come back up and look at our MNF. MNF has that 12 thing going. 12 is a big number on MNF. That means that the Giants could potentially pick up their 12th regular season win against the Falcons on MNF. In the playoff, the Giants are 1-0, so all time they're 12-12 against each other. This will be the 25th game. 7 equals 25. It's the final game of Week 7. Both teams could potentially become 2-5. Giants and Falcons 25. For the QBs, this is going to be Manning's 233rd game. That's the 13th Fibonacci number. Giants could get their 13th win all time against the Falcons. He's 120 and 112. 112, that's a number that connects to Matt Ryan, the QB he's facing. Remember, Matt Ryan went to the Super Bowl in Houston. Big number there. He did that the year the first Sunday was played on his coach's birthday, Dan Quinn's birthday, September 11th. That year the Falcons went. Sunday week 1 was on September 11th. Falcons 119, 11/9. A way to rate the date, September 11th. Manning can get his 61st road win in the game, 61st Monday Night Football game for the Giants, the 18th prime. He could also get his 59th road loss. 59 is the 17th prime, 17 is the 7th prime. We're in week 7. It's Manning's 221st regular season game. Big Bavarian Illuminati number. The Bavarian Illuminati was established on a date with 99 numerology. Here we are in the 99th NFL season. The Falcons hosting the Super Bowl. He's 112 and 108 in the regular season. On the road, he is 53 and 56. Week 7 has gematria of 109. He could potentially pick up his 109th regular season loss. 109 is the 29th prime. Number 7 also has gematria of 29. He could stay at 53 wins against the Falcons, who are in their 53rd season hosting Super Bowl 53. In light of Thursday night football being synced up with the Pope in a Catholic ritual, tonight might not be any different. Today is 56 days from the Pope's birthday, or a span of 57 days. The Cardinals and the Saints and the Falcons have the most clear Catholic symbolism in the league. The owner of the Falcons, Arthur Blank, has the same birthday as the Jesuit order. The Jesuit colors are red and black. Pope Francis blessed Super Bowl 51, 51 days from his own birthday in the Falcons' 51st season. Manning is 10-9 on Monday Night Football. He can become 11-9, like 119, like how Falcons is 119. The reason that's not a lock is because we thought, what was it? We thought Carson Wentz would become 14-3 at home against Carolina. You know, this was the one that put us over the top in our community discussion. We decided to go with Carolina, or excuse me, we decided to go with the Eagles, and it was this piece right here. We were talking about how it was a close call, but then we saw this and we said, oh, that could tip the scales. Well, we were wrong about that. So it's not always a guarantee. If Manning lost, he'd be 10-10. In Jewish gematria, revelation equals 10-10. And with the alphabetic order, revelation's 121. He could get his 121st win, or he could become 10-10 on Monday Night Football, the loss. So it could go either way. Eli is 4-3 against the Falcons today. He could either become 5-3 or 4-4. We talked about why 44 matters, how it connects to week 7 in Georgia. 5-3 is a lot like 53 in the Falcons' 53rd season again. Eli Manning 53. And our most pure cipher, Eli Manning, is 53. And that same cipher is where Vesica Piscis is 53, the shape of the football. Why it's such a relevant number to the NFL. 53-yard wide field, 53-man roster. Today, Eli's 15-13 against the NFC South. That means he could get his 16th win, 53, the 16th prime. He's 29-36 in primetime games. Means it's his 66th game all-time, primetime, the 11th triangular number. New York, the 11th state. It's Matt Ryan's 175th game. He's 101-73. At home, he is 58-30. You get that 59th win, the 17th prime. 17, the 7th prime. It's his 165th regular season game. He's 97-67. At home, he's 55-27. Could get the 56th win, 56 days from the Pope's birthday. He could also get his 98th win in the regular season over Eli Manning, 98 with the alphabetic order. Remember, Eli Manning had a really rough season, the 98th season of the NFL. Brutal. He's following that up with this season. Just as bad. Ryan is 2-2 against the Giants. Ryan is 12-7 against the NFC East. Could become 13-7. That's interesting because he's born on the 137th day of the year, May 17th. 137 is the 33rd prime, MNF 33, ATL 33, Matty Ice. That same most pure cipher, Matty Ice, his nickname is 33. Down there on ATL. With a win, he would stay at 7 losses in week 7. Ryan is 5-6 on Monday Night Football. He'll either be 6-6 or 5-7. He's 16-12 in the prime time. With a loss, he'd stay at 16. With a win, he'd go to 17, the 7th prime. So again, this week's really, really tight game here. Game's 157 days after Matt Ryan's birthday. That's the 37th prime. Look at his stats one more time. Make sure there were no 37s there. Eli could get his 37th primetime loss, 157 days after Ryan's birthday, the 37th prime. For Shermer, he's 1-5. That's the Giants coach. Guess I forgot to write the name Quinn here. For Dan Quinn, this is his 40th game all time. Atlanta Falcons 40. They're a 4.0 point favorite. Oh, no. I screwed up here. You guys. My bad. For Pat Shermer, this is his 7th game with the Giants. He's 1-5. All time, this is his 40th game. Atlanta Falcons 40. He could pick up his 29th loss. 7-29. Football 29. Of course, the numerology of 29 is 11. 11 on 11 football. This game is 190 days after Shermer's birthday, or a span of 191 days. That's the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order, which the Pope is a part of. Society of Jesus 191, that's the 43rd prime. Why does it make so much sense? It's because Jesus Christ in our most pure cipher is 43. But here it also goes with the football riddle, because football has that 43 connection, and church and football both on Sundays, and both scripted together in this code when you know it. For Dan Quinn, 31-23. He's looking for his 32nd win or his 24th loss. It's interesting, it's 55th game. Eli 55, Eli Manning 55. The game is 40 days after his birthday. Now, I've been saying this, usually when the coaches or the players, their stance or their birthday distance is pointing to a certain team, more often than not, that team wins. So based on that past analysis, to me, this suggests it's probably going to be the Falcons. But like I said, it's most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. And then I go, well, why didn't it work out that way this time? But even this weekend, the games that have already passed, if you look at the way winners and losers came, and you can go through the discussion thread, the majority of times it was this way, that team won. So we'll watch and see what happens tonight here. For the Falcons, Arthur Blank, born on the Jesuit order's birthday, it's his 26th day of his age, or 25 days past his birthday. Remember, 25 is a big number on the game. 7, 25, both teams could be 2-5. The Falcons participated in the 26 ritual to open the season on the 26th of Elul on the Jewish calendar, also a date with 26 numerology. Remember, first opening night game, that was a really easy read. I said why it was going to be the Eagles over the Falcons and why it was all about 26. That was an easy read. You know, they're not always that easy. For the owner of the Giants, John Mara, games 41 days before the birthday, or a span of 42. Jesuit 42, 41 the 13th prime. From Saquon Barkley's birthday, who might be the star of this game again. They're already starting to say he's the best running back in the NFL. They're really hyping him up. You can look good when guys intentionally don't tackle you. Anyway, it's 257 days after his birthday, which is the 55th prime. Again, big number there with Eli. It's haunted him all season, Eli. Eli Manning, 55. Eli, 55. Julio Jones is born February 8th. So if you do the full span of days, it's also 257th day of Julio Jones's birthday. For Saquon Barkley, it's 257 days after his birthday. For Julio Jones, it's his 258th day of his age. Probably be the big offensive performers tonight, those two. And just in light of the Jesuit Catholic rituals to open the week, the Cardinals fell to 1-6 and the Broncos improved to 3-4. Think about the Broncos and the Giants in light of the Mannings, Peyton and Eli, Cardinals and Falcons, bird teams, similar Catholic symbolism, both at home. You know, something else we could look at: Atlanta Falcons. They might be at 353 all-time career wins right now, or franchise wins in the regular season. If they are, there's something interesting about that, because I believe they began the season with 351. They are at 353 wins right now. Okay, you see that 353 first prime number? I don't know why the screen gets so dark sometimes. 353 is the 71st prime. Big Catholic number. Catholic is 71. We saw the Denver Broncos 71 take the Catholic ritual to open the week. The team that has the 71 gematria tonight is the New York 71. That is definitely noteworthy. Falcons 353 regular season wins. Let's see what the Giants are at. 25-2. They could become 2-5 tonight. 688 wins, 590. Let's look at 689 and 591 to see if those numbers are prime. 689. I think, yeah, so that's not. What was our other number? 591? They get their floss. Not prime either. Yeah, what is relevant, regular season wins. This week's been all about the Catholic symbolism. Yesterday, Sunday games were on the day, leaving 71 days left in the year. 71's the 20th prime. Good date for week 7. So, you know, this game is dicey. This game is dicey. To me, I couldn't bet on either team with confidence in this game. Couldn't bet on either team with confidence. And honestly, if I picked a team and I got it right, I would be lucky. I can see the script, like the 70 name gematria in the year. I can see all that. But which way it's going to go during the NFL game, Eli Manning commercial about how he finally just admitted to taking medication. And again, these sports leagues, they're all a part of the cultural programming. They're trying to get everybody on the pharmaceuticals, the people who aren't on them yet. And Eli Manning, his whole career, he's always looked like he's depressed out there. I've commented on that many times. Many times. Born to be, probably did. This week, Vegas put up a new statistic to bet on what team Eli Manning will go to next. Let you guys have a discussion one way or the other about the teams, but I got to be honest, look, I am not. I see the ritual. I don't see the certain winner. So, if the Falcons be stuck on 353 wins, the 71st prime, in light of the New York Giants 70 happened on Thursday Night Football, the home team with the Jesuit symbolism losing to the team with the 71 brothers as well, being the son of Archie Manning. All right. Until next time, Truth Seeker. All right, you guys. That was actually a file that I attempted to save, but at the end it said it was corrupted and couldn't be saved. And rather than redo the whole presentation, I just turned on the live stream and let it play. But I saw how at the end of the file it was choppy and sections of my speech were missing, so not everything was clear. I don't know why that happens so often. Lately, that's been happening a lot. A lot of the files that I record to upload as videos have been getting corrupted. For those of you who aren't on the Patreon, it worked out in your favor because that would have just been for Patreon content. But normally I can come to an outcome. Literally tonight's call is just too dicey. The Giants have been a tricky team this year, and again, just to emphasize that point, the Falcons are stuck on 353 wins. It's the 71st prime number. It's been a week of Catholic tributes. It often is. Started with the Denver Broncos winning in the Catholic ritual blowout. Remember, they won by 35 points. They won 45-10, and Holy Bible, 4 letters, 5 letters, 9 letters total, sums to 45 forwards and backwards. When you add 1 through 9 is 45. We saw the same ritual on Sunday Night Football. Patrick Mahomes became 7-1 on the day, leaving 71 days left in the year. The one team that has the 71 connection tonight is the New York Giants. If the Falcons lose, they're stuck at 353 wins, the 71st triangular number. And again, Eli would become 11-9 on Monday Night Football. Vatican 119, Francis 119, Falcons 119, Pope Francis the first publicly Jesuit Pope. Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, has the Jesuit order's birthday. Even still, though, even looking at all that, the Giants this year, they've had things line up for them perfectly, and they've still lost. The Giants have given me a lot of trouble this year, so I'm definitely gun shy on the Falcons. And like I said, Vegas put up a bet this week for what team Eli is going to play for next. So we'll see if Eli can turn the season around or if it's going to be more shaming for Eli. Let me, if we're doing this live, let me just see if people are in the chat. Oops, got to turn my volume off here. I see you guys are on a different discussion. All right, you guys. Well, what's up, everybody? I'm just going to wrap it up here. I'll let you think on it. I pretty much turned over every stone I could think to turn over for this Monday Night Football game, and even still, there's not anything that's particularly clear. I would say that more numbers stack in favor of the Giants, and typically, if more numbers stack in your favor, that's the way it goes. But not always. Not always. And if this year's all about humiliating Eli, the son of Archie, could very well be. So glad you're appreciating the stream. It wasn't going to happen. The only reason this happened is because the file that I recorded the decode on corrupted, and rather than just delete the whole file and have nobody hear it, I just figured I'd play it on a live stream. But saw at the end it was all muddled. So. I hope football's ratings are plummeting because people are figuring out the games are all rigged. And plus, just look at what they're doing to the game. I mean, you can't even tackle the quarterback anymore. The Zebras are determining the outcomes of the games more than the players are. And I think even the casual fan sees that. I'll be doing all my picks for this upcoming week on Patreon. So I'll be putting them all out there. All right, you guys, got lots of work to do, and I got to take my lady friend to school. It's her big testing day, so wish her luck. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. Appreciate your support. If you want the picks for next week, Patreon's the spot. $5 a month gets you a ton of content. $1 a month gets you Friday night decoding live. You can get a lot out of that $1 a month too. All right, you guys. Until next time.